Good morning, everybody. Welcome. It's an obscene time on Wednesday morning. It is match day as far as Norwich City are concerned. They play AZ Alkmaar today, and it all starts here for us. We're flying out on the day, and that begins at Norwich City train station. We thought we'd bring you a little bit of a vlog documentary type thing to capture it. See if you like it, and we might do one for Austria instead. So I've just arrived at Norwich Station to meet Paddy, to meet Adam. Then we've got a train, and we've got a flight. So busy old day, and it's going to be fascinating to see how it unravels. Follow along. If you like it, tell us. If you don't, then just consign it to the history books, and we'll never ever do it again. Let's see what happens. Thank you for all your support on the podcast as well. By the way, we're going to be at Carrow Road on Friday doing something a little bit different. So yeah, stay tuned for that. There we are, 6:51 Liverpool Lime Street. That is where we're going. Change at Ely, on to London Stansted. So yeah, early start. Paddy Davitt let loose in duty free at Stansted Airport. We've managed to get through security. We've got a little bit of time before our flight, so we're going to see what we can unpick. Like Norwich City, very much in the market for bargains. I feel for me it's going to take me to the Lego shop for a certain 3-year-old who will want some Lego. So let's see where we end up. Here we are then, Stansted Airport. Paddy Davitt with me. Gate 88. I think we're a bit early for the flight, so we're actually in Gate 87. This is a flight to Luxembourg, Pad. So, ever been?
Down Sonali.
Indeed.
No, never had the pleasure. No.
Go on then, give us your pre-trip thoughts. We're flying to Amsterdam, which I don't think is the longest flight in the world. You've been a few times, haven't you, Amsterdam?
Not a huge amount. I went with my wife pre-pandemic, had a very nice trip there. You've already promised me and Adam you're going up the tower at Amsterdam Nord, if anybody's familiar with that. So if it doesn't happen, then you know what's happening.
Well, if this is where this video gets to, then you know it's the trip is derailed significantly. In terms of Norwich City, though, very, very quickly, obviously people watching this will now know how the game went, but they have the beauty of time. It's a big test, isn't it? Against a team who were, Conference League semi-finalists, all the competitions merged into one against West Ham.
Yeah, I think we finished in the top 4 in Holland as well. It's really interesting story there, progressive club, you know, not dissimilar to how Norwich have tried to do it, where they develop really highly rated talent and sell them on for big money. You look at the last 2 or 3 years at that club and the exits transfer-wise and the money they've commanded. I think I'm right in saying, I'm just doing this off the top of my head now, I think they won the UEFA Youth Conference League last season.
Yeah.
You know, so that's basically one of the best youth sides in Europe, essentially, if you've won that. And I think they won the final at Cantor as well, off the top of my head, 4 or 5-0 I think it was. So clearly a very progressive club. And the fact they got to deep into a European competition last season, hard to know how strong they'll be tonight. Really, I think they've got a game at the weekend. Did we see they had Bruges this weekend? So might be a mix and match from them. But irrespective, it definitely marks another step forward for Norwich. And it's intriguing to see against this level of pedigree how Norwich go tonight. So yeah, I think we'll learn a little bit more about Wagner and that group of players.
Excited?
Not hugely, Connor, no, if I'm honest. I don't enjoy having to be on trains at 10 to 7 in the morning, which doesn't sound that onerous, but when you're getting up, yeah. So, and then sounding like a very miserable individual, but no, all the travel I could do without. It's nice when we get out there, and we had a great trip out to Frankfurt last week, and this will be good. Seeing you on top of that tower, and then over in Austria next week. So. But the actual travel that wraps around it, no, I'm not excited.
Tiring.
Right now, my mood isn't excitement, Connor. No. Are you excited? You need to get a life if you're excited. Stansted departure lounges.
Well, not excited for this particular aspect of it, but yeah, for the trip, I am. I think. Good. Yeah, let's bring in Adam Harvey because he knows all about travel, the veteran traveller of the Pinken team. What can we expect from this trip to Amsterdam? Give me some facts or I don't know, something interesting.
Well, yeah, there's lots to do in Amsterdam. It's a pretty thriving city, I'd say. Lots to consume in terms of food, although we're not going to have a lot of time like we did last week in Frankfurt. There's some lights there as well, which are interesting. But yeah, the canals are very nice. Done a canal tour. I went to Amsterdam about November time now last year. Done a very nice canal trip. So that was fun. No time for that again this time, but yeah, really looking forward to it. The ground's going to be interesting, quite the come down from the 50,000 capacity Fritz Walter the other day to you know, a very sort of park-based-esque kind of ground. So it's going to be fun. I'm sure Alkmaar will still have quite a few fans there who I think are renowned for sort of noise. So yeah, looking forward to it. It'll be another difficult test for Norwich City and another step up in quality from, well, one from Darmstadt and two from Kaiserslautern as well. So intrigued to see how Norwich City get on and the way that they've either approaches it.
Yeah, and as it stands, we're not 1,000,000% sure how we're going to get back from where the ground is, which is what, about 20 minutes north of Alkmaar, back to our base, in which we're in a hotel pretty close to the airport, aren't we? So it should be fun. But yeah, that's the pre-flight thoughts from the lads. As I said, we've got a bit of time, I think, before we have to board and take off and whatnot. But yeah, should be a good trip, and we will probably speak to you on the other side now. So we'll catch you then. There she is. To Amsterdam we go. And after plenty of queuing at passport control, we find ourselves at Schiphol station. Me and this man had a lengthy wait. What would you say, about an hour long?
Yeah, about an hour. We were lucky because we were right at the front of the queue.
Otherwise it would have been in doubt for kickoff.
I don't think we'd be making it. Paddy would be live streaming from Sean by himself.
And now we'll spin around and we'll talk you to the smuggest man in Amsterdam, Schiphol, at the moment. It's right in the sun, isn't it?
Well, you've got to play on your Irish heritage somehow, haven't you? With my EU passport, I think I worked out about 50 minutes from when I left you to you reuniting with me. So that's your Brexit dividend. That's about as much politics as we'll do on this. But there you go. And did you get interrogated? And I was just waved through.
Well, yeah, I spoke to the passport guy, and I'm going to watch football. Where are you going to watch football? I said, sort of Alkmaar, north of Alkmaar. And he said, what's the place called? And I said the name, and he said, I've never heard of it. So, but he let me through. So that's the main thing. We've got about, I think we're about 10-15 minutes to the train. There is one here, but that's not ours. So yeah, hopefully the next stage of the journey is significantly smoother. I think we were in that queue longer than we were on the flight. So yeah, such is life. But we're in and we're through. Next destination is Dirkshawn. So yeah, fingers crossed it's a lot smoother. And here we are. Was it Dirkshawn? Dirkshawn, I think, if my Dutch is good. We've got a canal just to the right of us. I'm yet to see the ground, so I'm as intrigued as you guys will be. But we're definitely on the right track because I've seen the first sight of a Norwich City badge there. Sadly, that's the old crest for all you new crest fans. But yeah, this is a very remote part. After what, plane, train, bus, we arrive for, yeah, you name it. We've not used a boat though, which is maybe the only thing missing, but plenty of yellow shirts around. It's going to be an interesting evening of football. Let's get our accreditation, lads. And here we are inside. Paddy Davitt doing a little bit of fan build up, and there is the pitch. It's a funny old place for a game, this, to be honest. So after a plane, some trains, a bus, we find ourselves here for Norwich City against AZ Alkmaar. It's Norwich's 5th pre-season friendly of the summer, and it's going to be against tough opposition, European Conference League semi-finalists, as we spoke about earlier. Going to be a really good test for them. The pitch, you have to say, just bring you a close up to that, looks pretty immaculate down there. That's the facilities. We've got a small stand. I think we're going to be based in and around there somewhere, so should be an interesting one. We're about to do the Team News live video. We'll do that probably just along here somewhere, and then we'll be fully into it in terms of our coverage. So yeah, busy few hours ahead. Lovely to catch up with Norwich fan Zach. Just talk to us a little bit about the last 2 weeks for you, because it's been quite busy.
Yeah, we've been on a little road trip up Scandinavia. So we were in Norway this time last week, travelled down through Sweden, through Denmark, and I messaged you on Twitter and said, when I realised we might be in the Netherlands today, are there tickets? Because I hadn't seen anything. He's like, yep, there are, here's a link, and here I am. So
yeah, it's coincidence rather than like excellent planning.
Yes, yeah, I didn't think I was going to make it. It was just like, oh, it is what it is, we'll see him when they get back. But yeah, we happened to be a day ahead, so here we are, and hopefully we'll see. I was about to say 3 points, but hopefully we'll see
a win. Yeah, absolutely. So is this the first time you've seen them in pre-season
this year? Yeah,
yeah.
And
so
the first time I've seen Norwich abroad.
Is it?
So
Lovely.
mini European tour, isn't it?
How are you feeling about the new season? So it seems pretty mixed from the people that we speak to.
It's always optimistic. I like to be optimistic early doors, but obviously this will be the first time I've seen them. I watched the Barnet game on stream. It was a draw. I'm hoping today is a bit of a different opposition. It'll be nice to see some plan of what we're going to be doing, and I presume from now on until the end of pre-season is going to be, this is kind of what we're trying to do. So hopefully we'll see the players that are going to be playing in the way that they're going to be playing, and fingers crossed it will do the job.
Now, Mr. Bland, everybody should know who you are. You're, well, as many tours as I've been on, you've been on probably 5 or 10 times as many as me, but how are you enjoying this tour this time around?
Oh yes, I am enjoying this tour, and I've been on a few, as you say. I don't think I've done so many miles in between the games as I have done on this one. Obviously we were at Germany last week, and here tonight, which has been a big trek up, and then down to Kufstein on for next week, which is quite a big trip. But that's all part of the tour. Sometimes people look at the football and think, well, you know, that's going to be pure, but it's not. It's a bit in the between as well that we like.
And we know, we've been talking about this, that you were even, such as your devotion for Norwich City, you were contemplating an 800-mile round trip to Slovenia, but you decided against it.
Yeah, I think I'm a little bit a little bit long in the tooth for that one. Yeah, it's 800 miles down to Slovenia. I'm not sure where the games are, so to do that in a day and a half and then get back up to Kufstein, which is another 300 miles. Yeah, things have caught up with me on that one, I think.
We are then. Norwich City out on the pitch, getting ready for this evening's game. And just over there is a remarkable swimming pool. So I'll just show you that again. Got Norwich City's players warming up. We've got the swimming pool, and then you can just see, just over Paddy's head there, is where Norwich City's players are based this evening. So an interesting setup, but the pitch looks immaculate, and we were told before, just a minute ago, they've been coming here for 26 years to play their pre-season games while they get the pitch at the stadium ready and the stadium itself ready. They had Shakhtar Donetsk here a few weeks ago, so that gives you an idea of the type of calibre of games they play, really. I mean, we're sat in a wooden stand. It's quite nice. It's if you're one for the football purists, there's Adam Harvey and his lovely green bib taking the pictures for us tonight. Paddy, let's just get your pre-game thoughts. I mean, this is a tidy little setup, isn't it, for Norwich City?
Yeah,
emphasis on the little.
Keeping it real, Connor. Yeah, no, it's like behind us. You've shown on the swimming pool, have you? Yeah.
The swimming pool, yeah. If things go, I don't know, if the game's 0-0, I might go and have a dive in there at half time.
Yeah, well, more to the point, then players. It's all about recovery, isn't it? Getting an ice bath. So I think that's going to be pretty icy. It's not cold, but it's certainly been overcast.
It's jumper weather, isn't it?
Definitely.
Yeah.
You've got your raincoat here. You're well prepared.
I am. Yeah.
It's a good vibe. I mean, they're expecting about 2,500. He told us. And actually, bizarrely, I think he thought we were important people and something to do with Norwich City. But the groundsman stopped us on the way in and said, proudly, because you were talking about the pitch, wasn't you? He's like cut it 3 times in the last 10 days.
Yeah, it looks brilliant.
Yeah, well, apparently Andy Hughes, I've heard an anecdote, as soon as he came out onto the pitch, he was like, this is all they could hope for, really, in terms of the surface. Certainly the opposition should be a step up, so everything's set up tonight. Strong looking Norwich 11. You know, let's see. Result-wise, I couldn't even begin to tell you where we'll go with the result, but if 90 minutes on from tonight we're talking a bit more positively about Norwich's work with the ball, that to me is progress, yeah.
Good stuff. Let's see how we get on. Pre-season friendly good workout for Norwich City. It's finished 1-1 here in the Netherlands against Alkmaar. Norwich City's players, or some of Norwich City's players, just warming up down there, and we've got a pitch invasion of sorts. Kids have come onto the pitch to try and get pictures with their favoured Alkmaar players. Really good test that for Norwich, actually. Second half descended a bit into pre-season, to be honest. Lots of changes, disjointed game, but certainly that first half was really competitive. Norwich did a lot of good stuff in terms of their shape and off the ball and how they press and their activators to press and different aspects like that. And AZ Alkmaar were also having, it was quite a transitional game, quite end-to-end, quite energetic, and yeah, we've enjoyed it. You might be able to see Paddy Davitt filing his final bits of content, and then we're going to head just where that white hut is there to speak to David Wagner and some players. So yeah, all told, successful game, successful day at Dirkshawn, and it's been lovely to be here. So yeah, it's finished 1-1. Biggest hunt of all, see that man just past the post, Tim Krul, obviously former AZ Alkmaar players, lots of red shirts, a few yellow shirts in there as well, and the top man that he is signing every autograph and having a photo of every single person that asked for it. Top man, and nice to see him back in the Twin Sticks. There we go, long old day, but just checked into the hotel here back in Amsterdam. It's been incredibly long. Started at 5:30 for me, 6:30 as you saw. The time is now 20 past midnight here in the Netherlands. Really good day, lots of travel. I think we should thank Richard Bland as well, Norwich City fan, who gave us was very generous enough to give us a lift from Dirkshawn back to Alkmaar station, which means we were able to get back tonight. And of course, thanks to Kelwell Healthcare, who've made all of this possible and are the sponsors of the Pinken on tour. I am absolutely shattered. I can say that. There'll be plenty more content, but hopefully this has offered you a nice behind the scenes look at exactly what we do. I recognise that today it would have been a lot of travel, but hopefully it's something you've enjoyed. If it's something you want to see more of in the future, then let us know and we can do it. But yeah, I think this has been a nice documentation, I guess, of our pre-season tour to Netherlands. Like I say, if this is something you want to see, then leave a comment, let us know. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. There'll be plenty more on there as we head deeper into pre-season, obviously with Austria next week and then Olympiacos at Carrow Road. So yeah, it doesn't get any quieter from a hotel room. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks for following me around. We'll see you soon.